Hi there, it's Mrs. Bridges, and I wanted to talk this week about the Journey's grammar lesson that we're going to be looking this week at verb tenses. And you might wonder, what does that mean? Well, verbs are usually action words. They tell what the subject is or is doing. And tense is a word that means time. So we're going to look at the tenses or the times that verbs can indicate when something's actually happening. So there's three different tenses, verb tenses. We're going to talk about those, and we're going to do the first one today. Think time when you think verb tenses. A verb's tense shows when the action takes place. Present tense shows action happening now. And we're going to jump down to past tense, shows the action that has happened already. It happened in the past. And dropping down to future tense, that shows action that will happen. The future tense has not happened yet. It's something we're looking into the future, that something will happen. So we have present tense is happening now, past tense is something that has already happened, and future tense is going to happen and has not happened just yet. Present, past, and future. Today we're going to look more closely at past tense though. So when a verb's tense is in the past tense, it shows action or something that's already happened. And the way that we spell past tense verbs, we usually put on the suffix ending ed. For a verb that ends with an e, you would drop that e and then add your ed. For verbs that end in a y, you would drop the y and then add ied for past tense. For verbs that end with a vowel and a consonant, you would double the consonant before adding the ed ending. So we're going to look at some examples of these rules to make a verb in the past tense to show something has already happened. Here are some examples of past tense verbs that show action has already happened. Attended. He attended Mass last Sunday. See the ed, the suffix ending ed shows it's already happened or it's in the past. We recited the Nicene Creed. They passed the collection basket. It sounded like a song. I walked to receive communion. She baked cookies for Father Remick. All of these verbs underlined are in the past tense because they have the ed suffix ending on them. So it shows me that they already happened. Many past tense verbs end in the ed, but they do not all make the same sound when I say them. This is just a small detail to point out. Landed, started, and applauded, you can hear the ed as an ed. But if I look at how I say the next column of verbs with ed, it just sounds like a d. Roared, chewed, sneezed. The d on the end. The last column of verbs with ed, the ending sounds like a t. Kicked, pumped, pitched. Many past tense verbs that end in ed sound a little bit differently at the end when we say them, but they do all end in an ed. A spelling rule about past tense verbs is that if the verb ends in an e, like a silent e, such as close, you have a silent E on the base word, and you want to add ED to that, you could just add the D. Phone has a silent E, just add the D. Like already has the silent E, just add the D. And love has a silent E. To make it past tense, just add the D. And finally, let's do an exercise together. Some verbs show past tense or past time by adding ED. Some verbs already end with E, and I will drop that E and add ED to make it past tense. So let's do this together. My verb is cook. Karen blank dinner. If she already cooked it, and I just said the word, cooked would be COOKED, meaning it's past tense. She already cooked it. The next sentence has the verb depend. If this already happened in the past, how can we make that verb past tense? Depended. We depended on the oven. I add an ED. The next one, Karen must have told a joke with her brother. So if we want to say that she already did that, she joked. Karen joked. So the joke already ends in an E, and I can just add a D. And it's JOKED. She already joked with her brother in the past. Let's go do the last few here. Ask is our verb. We want to make it past tense. Karen asked her brother to help her. Asked has an ED. Make number two, her brother in the kitchen. Bake, we need to make that past tense. Already happened. Baked. BAKED. Number three, she, him put away the pans. Help is our base verb. Let's see, how can we make it past tense? Helped. She helped him put away the pans. HELP, add my ED. Number four, pick. We want to make that past tense. They picked up all the dishes in the kitchen. Pick, to make it past tense, we're going to say PICK, ED, add it on there. And the last one is the verb is joke, and we want to make that past tense. They joked all the time they worked. Joke, JOKE, already ends in the E, just add a D. They joked. So with that, boys and girls, that finishes up our past tense verbs lesson to show how something happened already in the past. The main thing is that you want to have the suffix ending ED on the end of the verb. And I hope that helps. Until next time, it's Mrs. Bridges. Have a great day.